Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today because we are in Newport Beach at Crystal Cove. And this is where they had the old cottages from the 30s and 40s and now rent them out. And they also have a public beach down here that you can come to. They've got a restaurant up here. It's a very cool place. So before I get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I want to thank everybody because we just surpassed 100,000 subscribers. And I am incredibly proud and grateful to each and every one of you. For those of you that don't know, a year plus ago when all the shenanigans started, the SBA reached out to me and said, hey, you're the perfect person to help promote all of our upcoming grants and loans and everything that's going to happen in the coming months, and we want you to apply for all this stuff because you're going to get it. Now, the SBA have had many of these people speak at my events over the last few years. I have had the number 2 person at the SBA speak at my medical conference, and I was denied. I was denied the grants. I applied the first day. We're supposed to get $10,000 grant, ended up getting $1,000, and then had nothing but problems after that with getting all the other loans. So I looked for alternatives, and from those alternatives, we found many other grants around the country, loan programs, community lenders, different things that people could get for their business to make them money and get them money. And since this time, hundreds of people have gotten grants from this channel, which I'm so proud of. I have gotten so many people PPP loans and the EIDL loans, more than I can count right now. Just had somebody last week tell me that they got reconsideration and got $151,000 added to their EIDL loan, and thanked me profusely because they couldn't have done it without this channel. So thank you one and all. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, and let's get into it. Now, the cool thing about Crystal Cove is they've got these cottages that are incredibly old and you can rent, and some of them literally are right in the sand. But look at this beach, guys. I mean, this place is completely packed. People out here enjoying themselves. You do not have to rent the cottages to come stay on the beach. This place is absolutely amazing. They've got a restaurant here that's got a bar also that's finally been reopened. But take a look at this stuff. There's just a ton of people out here having a good time. You can rent fire pits, which we've done. They've got s'mores packages. But check out these little cottages that you can rent that are literally, look at this. That is right there, guys. It's right in the sand. So it's absolutely cool that you can do this, and really inexpensive. The Beachcomber restaurant's right here. Gets a really good crowd. Great breakfast too. But you can just see how many people are out here. Now, this first story is from The Hill, and it's from a contributor, Robert Manning, who I love this article because he's talking about how is it time to get rid of Bitcoin and all these other digital currencies that are out there. His argument is that these are basically worthless. They're made up, central bank, digital money. And what are we going to do with a world that's got, hundreds of different digital dollars out there that are made up from all these different places? So I know that people are about to freak out and say, hey, Bitcoin's great and it shouldn't be eliminated. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that they're going to regulate this? And do you think that they're going to finally shut this thing down? When you read this article, again, just the hypothetical things that are coming out with this, all the different scenarios, all the different places that have all these digital dollars, the digital yuan that they have out of China is interesting because they've only had 1 million people tested. Why? Why is it that you have China only have 1 million people testing this digital currency? And again, I relate back to all these different people that talk about when they close business deals, they always say they want it closed in USD, US dollars. The digital yuan could be, shut down by the government. I don't have faith in the Chinese government that they're going to do anything solid and keep their word. Check out these little cottages behind me, guys. These are all for rent, guys. You go in, you sign up, and you can rent all these different places right here on the sand. So I have never in my life, of all the years of coming down here, and I've been down here so much, I've stayed at all these different places. In fact, this place right here, stayed there with friends. Very cool. I mean, end unit on the sand. You got the tide pools right here. But what do you guys think about this digital dollar, digital yuan? Why is it that China hasn't just issued it to the entire country? And do you think that there's going to be a digital banking system? You know, if we have a collapse, do you think that they're going to issue some digital dollar that's going to answer all this stuff? So, you know, share your thoughts on all this stuff. Now what's cool is you've got the tide pools, different places to walk around. You can see how long this beach is and how far down it goes. But those are all the cottages, and they go up throughout the hill that you can rent. The next story is about the rent moratorium. The CDC has overstepped its bounds. This is according to an appeals court. A 3-judge panel ruled that they had no business ruling that they could, you know, prevent evictions from happening. So a lot of people took advantage of this, didn't pay rent, and it's unfortunate because, you know, the Supreme Court stated that at the end of July, all bets are off. Now with this new ruling, I don't think there's going to be any extensions on this, guys. So walking out here to the rocks, everybody's having a good time. Walking on all this stuff, just really very cool, peaceful, free to do this stuff, guys. But as you get ready for this, the people that you know that are behind in their rent, 16, now 17 months, there is no deal to be worked out at the 11th hour, guys. There's going to be no more stretch. I know so many people that are getting ready for the lawsuit festival that's about to happen, and you're going to see this over and over and over again across several different states, because the final ruling said that the CDC overstepped its bounds, never had the authority to do this. And think of the people that were destroyed. Now you can sit there and say it's kept people in their homes, but there are so many landlords that are in such bad shape right now. There's going to be a flood of real estate put on the market in August. August is going to be the month where people accept their fate. They start trying to evict people, pay up, or you have to leave. They're not going to have the money. The properties are finally going to be turned over to the landlords, but what kind of condition are these going to be turned into? You know, one thing that I get a kick out of, and Jeremiah Babe and I have shared quite a bit, is we keep getting videos sent to us from around the country of all these different landlords that have just had decimated and destroyed properties. You know, spray painted walls, all the appliances gone, ripped out walls, you know, just craziness that these people have done to destroy these poor landlords' properties. So what else is coming, guys? Because you're going to see a lot of this stuff happening, and I don't think there's going to be any more reprieve for this. So share your thoughts. Really would like to know what you guys think about this. And I know a lot of people are angry about this, but what about these poor landlords that have just got caught holding the bag? Some of the landlords have gotten forbearance, most of them have not. But again, forbearance, you know, puts this off. Now pay up. So, you know, how do you justify rent? Or if you can't rent the unit right now and there's nobody to pay the rent, what do you tell the bank? Oh, we could maybe get $1,600 a month for this place? I mean, it's crazy. But there are millions of people behind in their rent and their mortgages. The forbearance on these mortgages, there are millions of people behind on this. If any of you are in this industry and you want to reach out to me, the email's below. You can get a hold of me. Tell me any story you want to read. I don't care if it's local or national. Share it with me, because this stuff is absolutely fascinating, and the audience in this channel loves to hear this stuff. So, you know, if you can refinance right now, it's another story I'll include downstairs in the video description, and it talks about how now is the best time because rates have just never been this low. So share your thoughts on this, guys, and what do you think? You know, can you refinance right now? If you have a job and things are good, you possibly can, but you're starting to see houses that were, think about this in California, how insane this is. If your house sat on the market more than 7 days, it was considered too long. What's wrong with the property? Is there something wrong with it? 7 days, okay? So now you're starting to see things not only sit on the market longer than 7 days, but you're starting to see things get kicked out of escrow where the sellers are saying, hey, we're not gonna fix that. And the buyers are saying, pass, take my money elsewhere. The buyers that have money are the ones with the power. If you want to rent an office right now, man, it's fantasy land right now to rent an office. So the landlords can talk tough and say they're gonna wait for people. They're gonna wait until the cows come home, guys, because people are not gonna be able to rent these places in the coming months. You're going to see this. One thing I like to do every now and then to make myself feel better is listen to the Dave Ramsey show. Mr. Ramsey's got some good advice, but I love the people that call in and say, I've got $240,000 in student loans. I have my job that pays $49,000 a year, and I don't know how I'm gonna get out of it. I do, you're never gonna get out of it. But this leads me to another story that I'll include, and that there's a woman that co-signed for her nephew's student loans to the tune of 35 grand, okay? Now, the nephew, the deadbeat, he went out, he got himself a job, and paid for a few months, and then got fired because he's a fool. And the fool didn't pay the aunt back, and all of a sudden they start hounding the aunt because the aunt co-signed for this kid's loan. Now, the premise of this story was, should mom and the estate pay for it? No, where is the idiot that she co-signed for, her nephew? He disconnected his phone, he ghosted the aunt, a real piece of work. But again, don't co-sign for loans for people, guys. This is absolutely catastrophic to do this, because this is what's going to happen right now. You are going to see such an influx of people not paying their bills right now. And if you owe Dan, things are going to turn around. You're kidding yourself. You're absolutely kidding yourself. So you're going to see everything come undone soon. Now, the next part of this story, and it's all connected, is the people that went out and have student loan debt and never got a degree. There are people out there that have $100,000 in student loan debt and have no degree to show for that. How would you like to be that imbecile? I'm sorry, but that's horrific. Go to community college, go to a state school, do something to finish what you started. I mean, that's what I would do. But there are people out there that have themselves, to where they'll never make money doing this, and they're deep in debt right now. I had a man that worked for me who went to law school, was in debt to, not to here, but to here, okay? And he was 2 classes away from completing law school, and then decided he hated law school. I don't want to become a lawyer. I've met too many lawyers, they're horrible people, and I'm gonna become a therapist. Every dollar he spent was completely wasted, okay? So went to school, ended up becoming a therapist, and now he's got student loan debt from 2 different schools, okay? Nice guy, I like him, I talk to him every couple years or so, but that cat's in big time debt. Now, then there's the other people that are stupid. I had a relative that got a football scholarship to an Oregon school, and he squandered that opportunity. Didn't study, didn't do well in school, never got a degree with free college. So he's an idiot, okay? So it happens, guys. Everything. People need to take responsibility for themselves and understand that as the economy gets worse, and it's going to get worse, there's going to be more problems. So good luck, guys. I hope you can get jobs in this stuff that you're trying to get, trying to get a degree in. But there's something to be said about becoming a professional. Learn to weld, learn to become a plumber, learn to sell, become a real estate agent. Do different things out there in the world, because there's a lot of ways to make money out there that do not require a degree, that make a substantial amount of money. And maybe you can own a beach like this someday. Now, one thing that seems to never end is the chip shortage. The chip shortage has made it so that automobiles can't get manufactured right now. They've become incredibly inexpensive, and Intel, the chip manufacturer, and computer company has said that it could be 2023 until chips are back to normal. So if that's the case, I mean, guys, you're gonna see everything skyrocket. But again, would you do something about that? Wouldn't you do something in the industry to fix that? This makes absolutely zero sense that the auto industry is gonna let this happen. Yeah, there's one main supplier in Taiwan, but again, I think it's absolute shenanigans that car prices are going up the way that they are, that, you know, when we were in Texas, I got a kick out of the travel trailers and the trailers that are pulled by, you know, your truck and things like that. They didn't have any of those, which for you to say these are chip based, they're not. They're absolutely not. It's absolute shenanigans to talk that way. But we're seeing more and more and more of these things that are chip related, taking more time to get manufactured, not being available. And there's something else to this. I do not believe all this stuff. So, you know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the chip situation is just nonsense and that we're just seeing, you know, prices spike? I understand the supply problem, but inflation has hurt everything. The supply problem being broken has killed everything. But what do you think about this as far as the car industry? You know, do you think it's going to be solved anytime soon? Share your thoughts on that, guys. This next story is about 5 different fast food places that have gone out of favor with people. And a lot of these are obvious. First of all, Burger King. Burger King has been horrible for years. And I don't know the fascination with Burger King. Want to know something about Burger King? Most of the stuff is microwaved after you get it. If you ask to have it charbroiled, then they cook it fresh. That's disgusting. Number 2 is Subway, which we all know Subway's problems right now, guys. I just saw a commercial where now they say it's 100% live caught tuna. Yippee-ki-yay, which is what we always thought it was and found out it wasn't. Now it is. So their new fresh menu's a disaster. Quiznos, the place that heats all the subs, that's another one, which, oh my God, it's just awful. Quiznos is awful. Steak and Shake, which I'm from California, guys. I've never been to a Steak and Shake. Is Steak and Shake any good? Share your thoughts. And the last one is Boston Market. Now, the funny thing about Boston Market, I ate there this week. Food was pretty good. Boston Market leads me to another story, and that they had a note in the door that said they had a real hiring problem, and that if you showed up there and you worked there, they'd give you $50. If you refer a friend, you can get $50 for working at Boston Market. And when we went inside, the woman that was working there was running the entire restaurant alone. They do a tremendous amount of to-go orders through DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that other stuff, plus their own app. And the people that walk in the place, and literally had to work the register. She would do 3 customers, make 3 meals, help the next 3 customers. An absolute disaster. But if you or anybody you know is in the, you know, in the market to get a job, Boston Market will give you $50. And I took a picture of this thing on the door, so I'll show that to you guys. But man, what a mess, guys. It's just, people are not hiring, people don't want to work. When we were in New Mexico, we stopped at McDonald's to get coffee, and I was asking the manager how it was. He said he can't get anybody to work. Maintenance, he's offering $12.50 an hour, which he said in the area of San Francisco, or excuse me, New Mexico. Wow. He said it was a good wage. So they're having trouble finding these people for these fast food jobs. So share your thoughts, guys. Now this is really cool because this is the upper deck where you check into this place. Very nice. You can see how long the beach goes. And we've stayed in this end unit before. Just got good parking. It's really nice. But it's just got an amazing view to it. See some rich cat with his yacht out there. But just a really, really beautiful place. And this leads into my next story. Lamborghini, to combat Tesla, is starting to do things to spruce up their cars. And one thing they're doing is they're having the cars be able to, they're advertising them that you're going to be able to make dinner with your car, clean your house, set the thermostat from your home. The car is 180,000 pounds. It's in the UK, where they're starting to sell these first, which equates to almost $248,000 for an automobile. Dun dun dun. Okay. Anyways, Lamborghini has got Alexa added to it. Alexa, order me a pizza. Alexa, set the thermostat. Alexa, turn on my Dyson vacuum cleaner. Okay, guys, I mean, I don't know about you, but I could think of a lot of better things to do with 248 grand than get a car with an Alexa on it. So, Alexa, play 70s rock. Okay? They're advertising. This is serious. So, you know, we make a lot of fun of Tesla on this channel and the ridiculous. This may top it, but the article is downstairs in the video description. You know, what do you guys think about this? Some of these features for these cars, and again, the extreme haves and the extreme have-nots, there are people buying these cars. The Rolexes are sold out of stores right now. You cannot get a Rolex at most of the Rolex dealers around the world. Okay, what's that, a chip shortage? Come on, guys, it's just crazy that people are buying these things. And I think JB brought up a great point. Rolex used to be a really cool status symbol. Now so many people have them, it's not a big deal anymore. So share your thoughts on what you guys think about all this stuff, okay? And are you prepared to go buy a $248,000 car that can do your laundry for you? This is the registration deck. They used to have all the registration there and free coffee. They got rid of the free coffee. So you guys can take a look at everything right here and see the cottages that they're working on to get those completed as well. Again, guys, I want to thank you all for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues. And again, if you guys want to join our email list, you can join the email list downstairs. If you are interested in getting free stocks from Webull, they've got a great new program. The link is downstairs. If you haven't gotten a free Webull account, you can set up a free Webull account and get a free stock. You put a few dollars in, they'll give you more free stock. You can sign up below. Also, Constant Contact, the best email service program out there. You can get 30% off by using our link. What else? If you guys want me to sponsor any of your products, please reach out. Onward and upward, guys. Good luck to each and every one of you. Thank you again for 100,000 subscribers. There's so much happening right now. Inflation is just absolutely through the roof right now. There's so much happening with real estate. There's so much happening with our economy, with jobs, with workers, with absolutely everything. Please be kind to one another. Good luck to each and every one of you. Onward and upward, guys, and I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for being here.